potato chip day. Listen, if I'm going to pick a snack, this is the snack I'm going to pick. I love potato chips. I really do. I actually rarely buy bags this big because potato chips and I have a long history of me overeating them. So I buy small bags normally, but today we're going to taste some gluten free because once you go gluten free, everything has possible cross contamination unless it is labeled certified gluten free or gluten free. Now, that said, I am a non celiac, gluten sensitive person, so a little bit of cross contamination generally is not a problem for me. So I just want everybody to know that. But so we're going to try these. I've not had most of these chips actually. Actually, I've not had anyone except for the Lay's Wavy Original. So we're going to start with the classic lightly salted Lay's. They are labeled, just so you know, they're labeled gluten free. Some of these are labeled vegan, and I don't know why this wouldn't be vegan because it's got canola, corn, soybean, and or sunflower oil and salt along with potatoes. So I'm assuming it would be good for vegans as well. So here we go with that. Brought my handy dandy scissors. I sometimes forget those, and then we have a problem. So upon opening, they actually look really nice. They're really nicely put together, and you know, there's something about when there's a little imperfection in your potato chips that you're like, okay, I'm a little better about this. I feel really good about it. So here we go. We're going to try this. You know, I've never really had a lightly salted chip before. And this is really good. This would be a great snacking chip, especially if you're watching your sodium, and I am. So for me, I would portion it out, and hopefully that would keep me from overeating. That was a big thing that I didn't grow up with, was portion control. And when I say that, my father, who's been gone many, many years, but so I can tell this tale now. All right, I did want to see if they were easy to open without the scissors. So when my father used to eat chips, we would literally buy a 5-pound can of potato chips every week. And my father would, he would eat that out of the lid, and he would get so involved in like the football game. We would watch football on Sundays that he didn't even know how much he was eating. So I'm starting to see people filter in. Hello, hello, hello. Good to have you here. We are tasting potato chips today. So I've already tasted the Lay's Classic Lightly Salted. I don't know if these are going to taste any different because they're wavy chips, so they're thicker. Might want to get my IT person in here to move something so I can see the chat a little better, but here we go. It is more substantial. And I don't think you notice that it's lightly salted as much because there's more going on, if you will. I would love that as a dip chip. And just so you know, March 23rd is actually Chip and Dip Day. So I'm going to be back and I'll be using some of these chips for dips. So, hey. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Alrighty. And hi to everybody. I can't see all of your names, but I appreciate you saying hi. And on to the next chip. This is the Lay's Wavy, not lightly salted. So I want to see how much of a difference there is. Okay, this one's being stubborn, so we're going to cut this one open. Always have a backup plan, right? I'm learning that on live. You always got to have a backup plan. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if you can see into that bag, but they're huge. These chips are huge. I'm going to try to find the small one. All right. This one's a little smaller. Okay. They don't taste much. They don't taste saltier to me. But a serving of this, well, a serving of this is 11 chips. A serving of this is 15 chips. Now let's do apples to apples. We got both wavies. So yeah, both of these are 11. And the sodium difference is, this has 140, this only has 60. So if you're watching your sodium too, there you go. All of these are marked gluten-free. These are all by Lay's. So something to think about. Now, if you know anything about the Siete brand, they everything they do is gluten-free. So you're pretty safe with that. Yeah, these are definitely going to require the scissors. They are well sealed, which is no surprise knowing the Siete brand. So this is just their sea salt brand. I'm just curious now. Yeah, they have the same sodium level as this one. So, but again, just your basic chip. Now they make theirs with avocado oil. Fun fact. I'm going to say this and then I will qualify it. I'm allergic to avocados. However, because avocado oil is processed in such a way, it does not give me an allergic reaction. So I don't cook with it or anything, but if it's in something, I'm okay. I just wanted you guys to know that. Because I've talked about having this before. So anyway, these are sea salt. They're cooked in avocado oil. These are kind of like a kettle chip. Now, these are certified gluten-free, where these just list that they're gluten-free, so there may be some cross-contamination here, but these are certified. And they're also vegan. But they have a real kettle chip kind of texture to them. So if you like kettle chips, this might be your option. Although I have to tell you, these guys, if you like regular chips and you don't have a cross-contamination issue, they're on sale at Kroger, if you have a Kroger near you. Or I don't know if they're the same nationwide, but I know Ralph's and King Super are also in the Kroger brand. So if they were on sale for a great price. It was like, I want to say they were, if you bought 4 of them, and I did buy 4. I'm not tasting one because this my husband's. They only had 3 gluten-free flavors that I could find. So my husband's going to eat these because he's not gluten-free. But anyway, so, but they're a great price at Kroger this week if you shop at one of the Krogers. So also, this is their sour cream and onion flavor. And this one is not vegan because there is non-fat milk powder in there. And it's interesting. These look, okay, when I was a kid growing up, you would get all kinds of, look, that your potato chips didn't all look the same. So I'm going to grab one of these out of there. Actually, I ended up with 2. So, oh well. These are good. A lot of times when you get a sour cream and onion chip, it actually tastes more. And this is actually sour crema, which is probably why. Crema is a really light kind of sour cream. And a lot of times when you get a sour cream and onion, you taste more sour cream than you do onion. You definitely taste more onion in here. But still get that cream flavor as well. It's good. I really like this. I would happily eat this. I would happily serve this, and I think people would really like it, whether they were gluten-free or not, to be honest with you. And then this one I'm a little scared of, to be honest, because I am not a spicy girl. So the word chipotle kind of scares me. So, all right, I'm going to smell it first. Okay, it doesn't smell like, sometimes you can smell if something's going to be really, really spicy. It doesn't smell super spicy. And if you can see in there, I'm not sure if you can. Okay. Ooh, my favorite chip that I've ever, Nathan asked, what's your favorite chip that you've ever tried? Oh, boy, that's a rough one. Um, I will be honest with you. I forget where. Oh, I know where we were. I believe we were in Idaho, where they grow lots of potatoes. And we had my favorite chip ever. They were made like freshly sliced and then, put into the water and cooked and then double cooked. And those are hands down the best chips I've ever eaten in my life. And they looked terrible because a real potato, we did that with French fries. We were like, we're in Idaho, we're going to get fries at like a mom and pop kind of restaurant. And they came out, sorry, I'm messing up my audio, but they came out and my kids looked at the plate and they're like, what's wrong with these fries? And my husband and I were like, they're real. And they're like, what do you mean? We're like, these aren't flash frozen. These aren't those kind of fries. These are actual fries that are grown because they had kind of a brown look to them. So anyway, I'm procrastinating trying this chip because I'm scared it's going to be really spicy. So, all right, I found a small one. I'm going to take this. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I am a baby when it comes to spicy. I am, I always laugh and say I'm the whitest white person ever when it comes to spicy. I like spice. I don't like spicy. When we go to a Thai restaurant and they go 1 to 5, I say 0 and tell them I'm a baby. I'm like a child. So anyway, um, this isn't as spicy as I feared it would be, but it is spicier than I would want to eat. If you've ever had a Lay's barbecue chip, they tend to be on the sweeter side. It's spicier than that. And like the spice is hanging around. Don't get me wrong, it's there. I wouldn't want to eat more than 1 or 2 of these. My husband will happily eat these because he loves spicy. Um, but if you don't mind spice, it's got a nice flavor. It's just my tongue is on fire right now, which I know I'm a baby. So if you're not a baby about spice and you need to eat gluten-free chips, this might really be your go-to because it's really lovely. It's got a nice, I would imagine for people who like spice, it's a mild spicy. For me, it's a little more than that. And like I said, Chipotle, the nice thing about Chipotle's is they tend to be a little milder than like just a flat out jalapeno, right? So anyway, now I'm going to rank these real quick. And I would say the ones I would be happiest to eat again, I really like all of the Lay's, but the Lay's wavy are really, really good. These were kind of my favorite. And the lightly salted, like I said, I can't tell a difference between the lightly salted and the originals. And to save on the salt content, why wouldn't I? So I'm going to say this is my number 1, which would make this my number 2, to be honest. Um, this would be my number 3. I'm actually got them right in order. That's funny. This would be my number 4. Again, none of these would I be mad if I got them. This would be my number 5, the sour cream and onion, and definitely this one. If it was the only thing I had to eat, I would probably make my way through it if I was really, really hungry. But of all of these, this would be the one I would be least likely to choose because, again, I'm just a big baby about spice. If you like spice, you're going to love that. You are. It's going to be a nice mild chip for you. Just a little spicy for me. So, to sum it all up, they're all good. I'm not mad about any of them. I don't feel like I've wasted my money on any of them. But, and again, these were all on sale too. That's the other thing. So I want to wish you all a very happy potato chip day. Join me on Monday for our Easter buffet that we're going to be cooking. We're going to try to do an Easter buffet in about an hour. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than that to put it all together, but we're going to give it a shot. And then join me on the 23rd for Chip and Dip Day. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.